Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Whoever you are, wherever you are more than welcome. And it is match day. I don't get as excited for match days as I used to. I'll be honest, being a YouTuber, it kind of ruins the match day experience. Because if you lose, you're ridiculed. If you win, you're ridiculed. And it does ruin it. I'll be honest, it does ruin it. Doing the watch alongs ruins the actual match day experience. So I don't look forward to it like I used to. I love Spurs. I will always love Spurs, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. As Stanley jumps up to try and have one of my mini cheddars. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? We've got match day. And I feel like many fans now aren't looking forward to it as much as they used to. I feel like there's over critique. I feel like there's over analysis. I feel like there's, and again, I'm so aware. I'm so aware of the pot kettle black scenario because of people like me as football YouTubers. But I do feel like nowadays in the world of football, every time a manager loses a game, they've got to go. They're not the right fit. They're not a winner. I mean, if I honestly, some of the chats I was having yesterday, just absolutely unbelievable. Oh well, we needed a winner to come in. All right, well, would a winner have still had Odegaard, Richarlison, Johnson, no number 8? Would a winner still have had that? Well, yeah. Right, so you mean like it'll be like when Conte and Jose had us and we didn't give the winners what they need? Yeah. Right. So does it matter if a winner comes in? Are we a club that always has a winner? I don't know. Mikel Arteta, top of the table. He's not a winner. He's won an FA Cup. If we're gonna start clarifying that anyone that's won a trophy is the winner that we need, cool. Let's go and get Steven Gerrard. Let's go and get Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's won a trophy. Let's go and get Roberto Martinez, Brendan Rodgers. These are all people that if we were linked with right now, David Moyes, if we were linked with right now, everyone would say, Spurs have no ambition. So be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for. Do you want winners or you want the best managers in the game? Well, the best managers in the game want to manage the best players. The best managers in the game don't want Odegaard, Johnson, Richarlison as their forward options. The best managers in the game get backed. The best managers in the game don't have transfer windows where they don't buy what they need. Fans pretend that that's okay. Then they start going, oh my God, if only we had a striker and a left winger. Yeah. Hence what the transfer window was for. I will never, ever let people forget that. All the people that told me, no, you're negative. Nah, I was honest. And I was realistic, and everything I said is happening now. Tottenham play Monaco tonight. We'll have a look throughout the show. We'll have a little look at what could the possible lineup be. We'll also have a look at the Champions League table. I'm just gonna bring that up and have a little look now. Let's go back. So if we go to football, Champions League, here we go. Table, there we go. So the Champions League table obviously slightly skewed, because some clubs have played 3 times, some clubs have played 2 times. Spurs sitting in a position where, depending on other results tonight, we could go back into that top 8. Realistically, I don't see us as one of the best 8 teams in that Champions League table. I don't see that, so I don't think that. I don't see that that's a deal breaker. I know a lot of people said, looking at those Champions League games, we should win X, Y, Z. I just don't think we're that club. I know I've seen what a lot of people have been doing the last few weeks. We should be beating Villa, should be beating Bournemouth, should be beating Bodo, should be beating this, should be beating that. And it's like, whoa. When did people think that we suddenly became this team that just batters everyone? When did we suddenly become that team? This is a team that has lost a lot of football in the last 2, 3, 4 years. We've lost a lot of football games. But now suddenly every fan, you've got to be beating them. Yeah, but we've not beaten them for 4, 5 games. Yeah, but should be beating them. Cool. All right, cool. By the way, God, scratch there from Stanley. We should be beating them. Cool. All right. We should be beating them. Cool. So basically, we should win every game. This is what people are telling me. All the people that are coming to my, not all, you know what I mean. People coming into the chat and saying, yeah, but Sav, we should have beaten Villa, we should have beaten Bournemouth, and we should have beaten Wolves. Cool. Okay. So that's an extra 8 points. So right now, people are saying that we shouldn't have lost a single Premier League game and we should be 3 points clear at the top of the table. And this is where I think when you break down conversations, like when you actually break down people's football opinions, this is what it comes to. Shouldn't have drawn with Wolves. Now, I agree. You've got to be beating a team like Wolves, but these things happen, right? Should have beaten Bournemouth. I mean, Bournemouth are flying. Should have beaten Villa. Villa are flying, right? If you had those 8 points, Spurs would be top of the league right now by 3. So what we're actually saying is we should be top. We should never, ever lose a game of football. Then you get those people coming in going, we've had an easy start. And you're like, sorry, when did Brighton, Man City, Villa, Bournemouth, when did these games turn to easy? When did that happen? When did this happen? When did those Spurs fans decide that Spurs are this all-conquering football team that over one transfer window beat everybody they play and everyone else is rubbish? Because it's funny, if you don't like a manager, the excuses for that manager are up there, right? And what I mean by that is when we don't beat West Ham, but we never beat West Ham, it's not the manager. Cool. When we do beat them, oh yeah, but this is a shit West Ham. Well, this was a shit West Ham last year that we couldn't beat. So, you know, I do find it strange. I found the whole thing strange. I feel like Spurs is never going to be settled, are we? We're never going to be settled. We're never going to be at a point, right? We're never going to be at a point where everyone turns around and says, right, okay, let's just take our foot off the gas. Right, new manager. Let's see what happens over the course of the season. What's happening is every game he's getting judged, like every game. If we win, we won wrong. If we lose, it was bad. If we draw, should have won. It doesn't matter if he wins, loses, or draws. Right now, he is getting roasted from all angles. And yet you watch this man. I don't know if any of you saw yesterday, there was the interview with him and Michael Dawson, obviously ex-Spurs. And I think he comes across brilliantly. And he says, doesn't he, look, there's things I don't like. Things I don't like. Some things we're really good at. Some things we're really not good at. This is where we're going to work. This is where we're going to work on. But fans want it like that. Fans want it like that. You've got the manager acknowledging, we've got to work on this. I've got to work on it. They've got to work on it. My coaches have got to work on it. We need to get better at X, Y, Z. Fans going, oh, it's shit. It's like these people I can tell have never been in management jobs. I don't mean in football. I mean in general. No one rocks up to a team that's underperforming. I don't care. It doesn't have to be football. In any sport, no one rocks up to any. You could be an IT manager, right? And you're going in. The previous IT manager wasn't very good. It was all poor. The systems in place were bad. And it's like the CEO calling you in 3 months into your job and going, why haven't you fixed everything? Why have you not fixed everything? Well, I've only had them for 3 months. Why have you not fixed everything? And that is where we're at the moment with a lot of Spurs fans. That's where we're at the moment. We needed the defense fixed, the midfield fixed, and the forward line fixed. Now at the back, I've got no problems. I think he's done a really good job, and he says it all the time, doesn't he? Look at the structure we're putting in place. He says, I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable that there's a togetherness, a structure. We're hard to beat. And then he says, yeah, and phase 2, okay. Phase 3, don't like it. But no one wants to turn around and say, yeah, this is going to take time. Everyone wants it now. Now. Now, listen, would I like to sit here right now as a Spurs fan and say, yeah, Cigar, yeah, we're 3 points clear at the top of the table? Sure. Of course, right? We all would. We're football fans. Does any part of me think that we should be 3 points clear and we are the best team in the league? No. I look at our midfield. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as midfields of other clubs. Anywhere near. I look at forward line, and I think it's one of the worst in the league. At the back, I think we can hold our own. For sure. Yeah? We can hold our own. But any sensible football fan, I'm talking about really sensible. And this is what I love. When I speak to fans of other clubs, so down-to-earth people, I don't mean people that just want to play the my dad's bigger than your dad game. When you speak to really sensible football people, they'll say, yeah, well, this is going to take time, isn't it? Look at the players you've got. This is going to take time. Yet, he's lost 2 in 12. That's fine. It's all right. It's not bad. If you lost 2 every 12 as a football club, wouldn't you be happy? If you lost 2 every 12, think about that. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So if you played 60 games a season, you would have lost 10 games, right? That means probably 3 or 4 of those will be in the cup. Maybe 2 or 3 in the cup. It's not enough for people. It's not enough. We want it now, Savva. We want it now. We must be amazing right now. Thomas Frank, what do you mean? He's had a whole summer. Why aren't we amazing? Why aren't we brilliant? Get me Areola. Get me Glasner. Okay. Managers who look at Glasner, the start of last season, didn't win for 9 games. Our fans, get him out. No wins in 9. Areola, when he started at Bournemouth, no wins in 10. But you know what? He had time to work, to build, to grow, to develop, to implement. Not Spurs fans. No, sir. Now. Give me it now. And it's the same ones, isn't it, on rotation? It's people creating accounts on X saying, Frank out. It's people that watched us play some of the worst football we've ever seen last season. I've seen a manager come in and go, right, first of all, let's make ourselves difficult to beat. He's done that, but we don't want that. Where's the good football? Hang on, how about we tackle one issue at a time? How about we tackle one issue at a time? If I was to ask all of you, and big up to each and every one of you, by the way, and make sure you're smashing that like button. Come on, show some love, people. Show some love. How many? 49 likes. Absolutely disgusting. If I said to each and every one of you, right, what is Thomas Frank's first job as Spurs manager? Who can honestly, hand on heart, excuse me, 1 second. Oh. Wow. How many people, hand on heart, can say that the first thing Frank had to address wasn't the back 4, wasn't us leaking goals? How many people can hand on heart say they would have started anywhere else other than the back 4? Yet everyone's now got these, we have to absolutely drastically change everything. It's not working. It's terrible. Whoa. Is it? We're 6th. We're 2 points off second, and we've lost 2 in 12. When did that become it's drastic and everything's not working? The overreaction to the Villa game. Oh, the Bentancur-Paulinho relationship doesn't work. The Bentancur-Paulinho relationship wasn't the reason we didn't score. The Bentancur-Paulinho relationship was the reason we did score. Paulinho knocking it down, Bentancur putting it in. But then you get fans like this that don't understand football. They just don't understand football. It's a football team and a sport. There's no way we can expect the same measurement of time as we do in real life. Yes, there is. That's just silly. Should we have our relationship and phrases by your logic? Listen to what I'm saying. The problem is this guy. So again, an Ange fan. Again, not a Spurs fan, by the way, people. These aren't Spurs fans because everything they're doing is, but last year, every measurement was worse. Every measurement was worse. But these fans keep harping back to it. They keep harping back to it. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about football, cricket, basketball, banking, sales, car salesman. You can't go into a company and just go, da-da, we're amazing. I'm truly baffled by, I get it. When they're kids, I get it. Chris, how can you measure that when you're in October? You can't. You can't measure that when you're in October. And this is the problem. As I said at the time, it was the best thing and the worst thing that happened to Spurs was winning that trophy whilst being such a shit team. Because now everyone thinks going to win trophies every year. Look, people don't have to like Thomas Frank. Each to their own. But listen, this isn't just in my chat, by the way. Every post I'm sent from across the internet and stuff, you would think we are bottom. You would think we're bottom. These fans like you, Spurs, in the chat, you would think we're bottom. We're sitting nicely. We're sitting where I thought we should be. I've got people messaging me in my chat going, yeah, but it's not sustainable. We've only lost 2 games by 1 goal. Like, what's not sustainable? What, being hard to beat? It's utterly mental. We've got a fan base that have decided this manager gets no time. This manager gets no time at all. Like, look, we don't like him. It is your chat. You're the expert. Again, someone who can't have a normal conversation. It's sad, but you get it. The Ange fans, right? You get it, right? There is... No, stop, Chris, stop this. See, stop this. This is the problem. See, this is the problem. Every conversation's got the word trophy in it. This club needed to be rebuilt. This club needed some structure. Not everything is about a trophy. See, I can't do it. Have a look. See, this is the problem you've got. William, Ange lost 22 Premier League games last season. Frank has lost 2 in 12. What I don't understand is why didn't you go and support Nottingham Forest or wherever he goes next? I'll ask people like William and you, Spurs, do these guys not like that he's come in and make us hard to beat immediately? Do these guys not like that he's made a togetherness within that back 4 in the midfield? Do they not like that? Is that not what we needed? All of these fans watching us, right? All of these fans watching us, are they not looking and thinking to themselves last season, we're so easy to beat. We're so easy and wide open. Do they not think that? I don't know. Do they not sit there and think, yeah, thank God, we're not losing many games. We're hard to beat. Look at the game against Villa. I don't remember the keeper having a save to make. Don't remember it. I don't remember it. People are going on like we were terrible. I don't remember Vicario having a save to make. I don't remember Villa really putting us under attacking pressure. I don't see it. I don't see it. And Ferg, sure, but how long has the home record been bad for? How long? It's going to take time to switch that. This is the thing, Ferg. These things you don't just click your fingers and go, right, we're brilliant at home. It's been bad for years. Sure, but if you're a Spurs fan, so you Spurs, I'll tell you what is your problem then with Frank? What is your problem with Frank? Please tell me. Because when you're saying I'm not saying people don't see things differently, but you are critical of this man every single day, and he's not done anything wrong. He's not done anything wrong, you Spurs. We're sitting where we probably should be in the league. We've not lost in the Champions League. We've not lost a cup game. We lost to PSG on penalties. So what is it that you're upset about? When you're saying you see things differently, what is it that you're seeing? What is it that you don't like? Surely we get this going to take time. Sure, Ferg. Isn't that what happens when you don't buy the right players, though? Isn't this what happens when you don't buy the right players, Ferg? I don't think we were bad against Villa. But again, see now I'm being put in a corner here, you see. I don't think he's good at attacking, and I can't use Brentford as an example. Sorry, I can't use the manager's last 7 years as an example. This is absolute BS. See, this is how you know, not a Spurs fan. Now, just a fan that wants to batter whatever Frank does. Right? Thomas Frank's team last year, look how good they were going forward. Why? He'd had them for years. He'd coached them. He'd bought the players in that he likes. This isn't rocket science. But I'm not allowed to use that example because it proves him wrong. This is what I mean. You're not allowed to use the examples that prove fans wrong. I don't like the way he attacks. What with Johnson? No, neither do I. He's gone from Mbuemo Vissa and Sharda and Damsgaard to what we've got now. It's mad. Perchy, exactly. You can't use Thomas Frank's biggest sample size. I love this. What we are allowed to use is the 4 games he's played at home as Spurs manager as a sample size, but we're not allowed the 7 years of sample size at Brentford. This is our fan base is dead. Our fan base is dead. It's dumb. It's dumb. I'll call it out. It's dumb. And what subs you want to see, wise guy? Who are you bringing on? Who you bringing on? Make a difference. Richarlison? Who's making a difference? Richarlison came on with half an hour of the game to go. What did he do? Awful. Who are you bringing on? I love this. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Who's coming on? Who are you bringing on to change it? Who are you bringing on? I heard this. This is where I can tell the fans that understand football and don't, right? Such a dumb line, isn't it? He takes too long to make subs. Sorry, what sub did you want to see come on at the weekend that was going to change that game? Exactly. We're having to bring on Richarlison and Johnson. Who's absolutely, Daniel, it has. You can't do anything right. He can't do anything right. Fans like this don't want him. Doesn't matter that he's not done badly. He's not done a bad job. He's doing a good job, but fans like this don't want it. So they're just going to keep battering him for everything. Whilst defending Ange, losing week in, week out. Loss. Yeah, defend. Don't want Frank. Don't want a guy that stops us losing every week. Our squad isn't, I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's good. I think it's a very average squad. I think it's a bang average squad. I said this in the summer. No, Andy, surely you know I'm not talking about you. Come on, mate. Come on. Surely you realise I'm not talking about you. Surely. But this is what he's got. He's got Tell, Richie, Johnson, Odeber, Bergvall, Son. I'm not saying they're bad players, but where's the top midfielder to run a game? Where's the top striker? Where's the top winger? He doesn't have it. So why are people thinking we should be doing better than losing 2 in 12? I don't understand it at all. I genuinely don't understand it. The over analysis. Oh, the midfield don't work. The midfield doesn't work. I thought we dominated in midfield against Villa. Absolutely. Absolutely. If he picks Odeber and Tell, what are you doing? You're an idiot. If he picks Johnson and Richarlison, what are you doing? You're an idiot. He can't win. He genuinely can't win. And tonight, he won't be able to win. Right now, you go, let me ask. What should the midfield be tonight, people? Everyone in the chat, let me know. What should the midfield be tonight? Are you playing a 3? Are you playing a 2 with Simmons in front? What are you doing? Away to Monaco? What are you doing? What's your midfield? Let's see if everyone says the same thing. Because the problem is, whatever he picks tonight, he won't be able to win. If he picks Bentancur and Paulinho that has been working away, people will go, why has he picked them again? If he picks Bergvall and Sarr, people will go, but surely Paulinho and Bentancur have worked away. He can't win. Yeah, we got players injured, but, it is what it is. There are injuries. Sully, I agree, there are injuries. Football clubs have to deal with it. Said this last season. I'll say it this season. We have to deal with it. So Anthony's gone with Paulinho, Bentancur and Simmons. Sarr and Bentancur. Sarr, Paulinho and Bentancur. See, now, let's look at this. Look at all these different midfields that people are putting out. Whatever he does, he won't win. And you know why we're all picking a different midfield? Someone in the chat tell me. Why are we all picking a different midfield? Anyone in the chat? Anyone want to win a lottery ticket? Why are we all picking a different midfield? You know why? Because we haven't got a very good midfield that we go. I mean, not saying they're all shit, but this is the problem. When you've got Paulinho's R8, he's our best midfielder. We know that. Now all the rest, we're all going, all right. So who do you pick? Well, I'd pick him. Oh, no, I don't like him. I pick him. No, don't pick him. Pick him. Oh, but what about trying him? Right. And this is the problem. So whatever happens, we can't turn around and go, he should have just played our best midfield, because we don't know it. Because we haven't brought the quality in there to play it, have we? We know Paulinho's our best midfielder. We know that. I'm pretty sure most people would agree with me on that. After that, you got people saying, well, don't play Bentancur, he don't pass the ball forward. But then when you actually look at Bentancur versus Sarr versus Bergvall, Bentancur passes the ball forward more than the other two. So which is it? It's Bentancur's fault. Okay. Bentancur's fault. So when Bergvall and Sarr started against Bodo Glimt, why was no one saying it was their fault? We're picking and choosing. Picking and choosing what we want to bash people by a game. I can imagine it. Mate, I'll take a draw. If you offered me a draw in Monaco, I'll take it. Doesn't mean I don't want to win, but I'll take it. The reason why that is random is we've not bought the type of player who is naturally a forward passing footballer. That's the problem. if you don't buy properly, this is what you get. It's funny, when I did the data MB, right? Have a look at this. So when I did data MB, right? Because again, so I'll tell you, so I had Lubo last night going, oh, Bentancur doesn't pass forward. Cool. Who are you having instead? Everyone you pick doesn't pass forward. Here we go. Look, ready? Actually, I'm not live yet, am I? Hang on. Here we go. Bentancur. Right. Are you ready for this? James, what is our best team? What is our best team? See, already we're ready to bash him. If we draw against Monaco, it's like, wow. Like, if we draw against Monaco, let's bash him for what happened against Bodo. I just don't know what manager's going to stand a chance at this football club. I genuinely don't know what we're going to do. I don't. Let me show you this, right? Here we go. So, here is everybody saying, right? Right. Now, Bergvall is blue, Bentancur is pink. All right. Oh, don't play Bentancur. He doesn't pass the ball forward. Look at his forward passes compared to Bergvall. Look at his forward passes compared to Bergvall. Right? I'll tell you what. Let's add in Papa Sarr, the other option. You ready? Here's another one. We should play him because he passes the ball forward more. Does he? Look at Papa Sarr in the green. Right? He passes forward pass more. Forward pass percentage more, but forward passes less. Progressive passes less. When you look at this, none of these players are natural, let's play the ball forward type of footballers. None of them. Now, you Spurs, you have to accept as well that the things you are asking from Thomas Frank are quite frankly, no pun intended, ridiculous, right? You saying he doesn't know how to attack, then when people prove you wrong, you go, yeah, but that was Brentford. Doesn't that make it more impressive that it was Brentford? Sorry, mate. You're not, I don't see you as a Spurs fan. I just don't see it, you Spur. I don't see it. When you look at this, none of these boys are forward passing midfielders. Have a look where all of their dots are. None of them are forward passing midfielders. So if you look just to the left-hand side where it says forward passes, have a look at the dots. The furthest forward dot, right, is Bentancur. The furthest forward dot is Bentancur. Now, that's not that impressive, by the way. The second is Sarr. Look at Bergvall. Bergvall doesn't pass the ball forward. Bergvall doesn't pass the ball forward. Sarr doesn't pass the ball forward. Bentancur doesn't pass the ball forward. But what happens is people go, look at Bentancur during the Villa game, and they show not many passes forward, right? Ah, there you go. That's the problem. All right, so who are you picking in front of him then? Who are you picking in front of him? People, give me a forward passing midfielder you want me to show against these. Give me a forward passing midfielder, and we can have a look and compare them. Because this is the problem, right? People get a narrative that it's all Bentancur. He's not played the right midfield. We've got to go more attacking. Cool. Ericsson from Brentford. That was years ago, my man. Basuma I can do from last season. Let's have a look. I could do Basuma from last year. So, Basuma, more forward passes. Basuma is a more forward passing midfielder than any of the other number 8s. You Spur? No, none of them pass forward because it's not their natural game. Surely you watch these footballers. It's not their natural game to pass the ball forward. It's not their natural game. You don't get it. I got to stop talking to that person. Right. But better all round at what? Because he's not better on the ball. So now you've got a midfield of Paulinho and Bentancur, neither of which are ball-playing midfielders. So you see here, this is the problem, right? What is it that we want from our midfield? People are now using the excuse, we don't pass the ball forward. Cool. Have a look at the midfielders we've got. Maybe that might answer the question. Now let's have a look at a Tonali, for example. By the way, I don't know. I've not done this. Sandro Tonali. So look, there you go. So Sandro Tonali, you can see right there with his forward passes. Right? I mean, we're talking about a top midfielder there, right? So Sandro Tonali. People wanted to see about Anderson at Forest. Anderson at Forest. Forward passing midfielder. In a team that is not doing well, look at the forward passes of Elliot Anderson. Right? You see? Hang on, I need to remove a few of these now because it's just getting a little bit. But this is the point. This is the point. It's very, very difficult. Right? It's very, very difficult when you've got these players. Let's have a look at Adam Wharton. Nah. This season, let's have a look at him last season. So last season, a lot more from Adam Wharton last season. Has that got anything to do with Eze and the link up? I don't know. Let's have a look at, people wanted to see Ruben Neves. I don't think I'll be able to find you Ruben Neves because he don't play in Europe, does he? Let's have a look at Yao Neves. I mean, Yao Neves is, look, I mean, yeah, but doesn't this go to show, guys? This is the problem, right? See, again, so this is not true. So again, this is the myth. This is the myth. When we're saying doesn't tackle, right? Doesn't intercept, but actually he did, right? If anyone had watched the game against Aston Villa, I thought Bentancur played really. By the way, I don't even think Bentancur's great. This isn't me going, oh my God, we're amazing. Bentancur's the best. No, but you have to know what you're asking for. Now, when I show this, like Lubo's one who keeps going on about this now at the moment. He's got it in his bonnet. Bentancur. When I show him this stuff, no answer. No answer from him at all. No answer. So again, when you actually look and see the options, right? When you actually look and see the options and you go, right, if you want to be a forward passing team that get the ball, right, where are those midfielders that play like that? So for example, let's have a look at this guy. So this is a player I've mentioned a few times, right? And I'm told, no, he's not good enough for Spurs. Have a look. Yao Gomez of Wolves. Look at his forward passes, his forward pass percentage, his ball carrying, his possession won, his duels, his progressive passes. This is what we have not got. This is what we've not got. We've not got a guy that can do this. Right? Now, people are saying, what does Bentancur do? If anyone watches back that Villa game, watch how many fires Bentancur puts out in that midfield. I thought him and Paulinho did an excellent job playing against a three-man midfield of McGinn, Kamara and Onana. I thought they did an exceptional job. But because we didn't win, Nah. Nah. Didn't work. Look at Yao Gomez. This is a player I keep talking about. This is the player I keep talking about. I keep being told by everyone wouldn't want him. He's a really good footballer, this guy. This is the number 8 that we need. This type. Let's go again. Who are we looking at? So Yao Gomez. Let's have a look at there's no point me doing someone like Vitinha of PSG. They're just levels. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, by the way. Declan Rice. Declan Rice can't pass the ball forward. Have a look at Declan Rice compared. Have a look. Where are all those idiots in my chat that said Declan Rice can't pass the football? Look at Declan Rice. He is at the top for key passes, progressive passes, forward pass percentage, and ball carrying. But he's not that good. Where are those people? Where are those people in the chat? Hang on. I've seen a few. Let me go back. People talking about Declan Rice. Hang on. Let me have a look. And this is the difference. People don't watch the games properly. They see what they want to see. They see what they want to see. Alex, please check against Rice since he can't pass the ball forward. Look at that. Look at that from Declan Rice. Wow. Wow. But again, doesn't it show you that people aren't actually watching the game, right? They're not watching the game. They're seeing a scoreline. For example, Arsenal draw 0-0. Arsenal draw 0-0, right? For example, in any game. People will go, oh, but Declan Rice, he don't progress the ball enough. Well, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And this is what I've said. Spurs need a Declan Rice, a Tonali, a Gomez, a Ward. We need somebody that can do this. Now, when you look, I'll tell you what, so at the moment, this is Yao Gomez and Declan Rice. Now let me put in the ones that our fans want to see. Bergvall and Sarr. Look at the difference between Yao Gomez and Declan Rice to R2. Look at the levels. Look at the levels of difference that those clubs have to pick from. See, again, everything I say, this guy has to go different. Everything I say, difference between 5-yard passing and creating. That's not what I'm talking about. Use your ears. No one's talking about creativity. We're talking about starting moves, getting the ball forward, passing forwards. And this is the problem. People don't listen enough. Rice is a top footballer. A top footballer. We don't have that in our midfield. Tell you what we'll do. Let's put in Paulinho. So you can see with Yao Paulinho, of course, I'd expect him here. Jules 1. I can't imagine there's anyone in the Premier League that's better. But again, this is our best midfielder, by the way, right? This is our best midfielder. Now, slightly skewed because he's a number 6, but he's still got better forward passing than the others in our team. This is a real sad state of affairs. I don't know what this guy's will be like, actually. Bruno Gomares, again, look, for the forward passes. These are footballers that play like that. Sure, but they don't pass the ball forward more than Bentancur. So I'm asking again, if you start, so if Sarr or Bergvall had started against Villa, what's the difference? Again, you're an idiot. I'll call you out right now. I don't care if this is rude. You're an idiot. Rice is awful. Oh my God. How is anyone looking at Declan Rice and thinking he's an awful footballer? What are you doing? Sarr's forward passes, but Sarr hardly passes the ball forward. I'll show you. I showed you this. Papa Sarr. right? Oh, let me remove the pink because that's Papasar. Hardly. There you go. 4 passes, which was less than Bentancur's. Less than Bentancur's. It's, as I keep saying, when I say these things in transfer windows, when I say Spurs need this, we need that, it's not for fun. It's for fun. It's not, let me be different. Let me see how different I can be. These are the facts. This is what the data shows us, and this is what my eyes show me. Again, sure. So, but when I question this, people can't say, well, okay, so tell me. So Bergvall, right? What Bergvall will do, let's say against Aston Villa, Bergvall will drive forward with the ball, and now you're leaving Paulinho 1-on-3 against 3 massive, powerful central midfielders. You feel like it, but the stats and the data don't show it. But this is this is the problem. When people say, I feel this might happen, but it's not. In reality, it's not happening. Yes, I'm gonna do Tijani Reinders. I know lots of people are asking for Tijani. No, Reinders. There you go. Let me remove Papasar. So Tijani Reinders. I mean, great ball carrying, decent forward passes, decent forward pass percentage, good key passes. Again, more of a ball carrying midfielder. So for me, again, when you look at someone like Tijani Reinders, is that the guy I want to go in my, would I have Tijani Reinders all day long? But is that the guy I want to go in as my number 8 that dictates play? No, but a quality midfielder. I think we need to be smart. I've said this, but I think we need to be smart. I would be looking at people like Yao Gomez of Wolves, quality footballer, but plays at Wolves. Him? Nah, he's at Wolves. Quality player. But this isn't true. You can look through all their seasons. They're the same wherever they've played, Roosper. This is the problem again. People not doing their homework. I'd take both of those. We need somebody like that. Somebody we like that. Somebody. People want to see Kulusevski. Okay, won't be able to do this season. So let's have a look at Kulusevski. So Kulusevski, again, doesn't forward pass. It's not a forward. Again, people want him in the number 8. He's not a forward passing midfielder. He's a ball carrying midfielder. So do you see what I mean? You know, when people just say things, Kulu could do the job, but he doesn't. It's not really his job. I could check Stiller in a minute. I can check Stiller. But do you see what I mean? Look, let me remove these other guys other than Kulu. And this is where I don't think people watch the games. Look at the forward. This is not a forward passing midfielder. And people go, I'd stick him in the 8. Why? Why would you stick him in the 8? This is an attacking midfielder that carries the ball, carries it. Now, let's have a look at James Maddison. Now, obviously, we have to go to last season, right? Now, James Maddison, slightly skewed because he's not really an 8. But again, that's what we need. We need this guy. We need a guy like this that gets on the ball, passes forward, right? But we need a number 8 version of James Maddison. But this is the thing. When I always say to people, mate, I'll tell you what, go fuck yourself. Fuck off. You're being an idiot. Declan Rice is a top midfielder. What has it got to do with Arsenal fans? He's a top midfielder. I'll ask the chat right now. Is Declan Rice a top midfielder? Because this guy's just being an absolute knob. What are we doing here? Declan Rice would be the best midfielder at Tottenham Hotspur by a country mile. And apparently I'm pandering to Arsenal fans. It's madness. It's absolutely madness. You could tell the children, oh, you can't like Declan Rice. He plays for Arsenal. Oh, no, he plays for Arsenal. You can't like him. Starts for every club in the country. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? James, you're going to be blocked for a little bit, idiot. It's absolutely mad. It's absolutely mental. And again, you know what this comes down to? Spurs don't do what they need to, so we start getting jealous of other players at other clubs. Let's do this. Let's put in all of Spurs midfielders, right? Let's put in all of Spurs' midfielders. Doesn't like Gray for some reason. Doesn't like Gray. He's hardly played, so it won't really make a difference. Let's start with Bergvall. Oh. Right, there's Bergvall. There's Sarr. I'll have to do Basumas from last year. Paulinho and Bentancur. Right. Have a look at that. None of them are really passing midfielders. Have a look at it. You can see it. The player there with the most forward passes by a mile, by the way, by an absolute mile, is Yves Bissouma. How am I going to explain what to Wolfie if we lose today's game? Why do I have to explain anything to Wolfie? Are you one of these children? See, this is, I'll be honest, guys. People like that ruin YouTube. They think everything is about, oh my God, what are you going to say to that fan? What's it got to do with Wolfie if we beat Monaco or not? Why is Wolfie going to give a shit? What are we? Have a look at that. What does that show you? None of our midfielders are passing midfielders. And the one with the best passing, the one that passes forward the most is the one that all the fans want out the club. Sad state of affairs, isn't it? Sad state of affairs. But then if we look at that ball carrying, right? The forward passing, let's have a look. So Basuma's the yellow. The next best is Bentancur, the one everyone doesn't want to play in there. The next best is Sarr. The next best is Paulinho. And the worst of them all is Bergvall. He's got the worst forward passing at the club. He's the one I keep being told. But if he starts, we'd be much better. Isn't it funny what happens when you actually go and dig down for the data? As I said, it's what my eyes show me. Yeah, but Bergvall, if Bergvall plays, he gets on the ball and passes forward more. No, he doesn't. But Sarr does. No, he doesn't. The only one that does is Bissouma. People want Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher. Probably help if I spelt his name right, wouldn't it? Okay. So this is Conor Gallagher here. So Conor Gallagher got better forward passing than, hang on, let me just double check. Conor Gallagher has got better forward passing than all our midfielders other than Bissouma. And what this is, guys, I could do it with some of them. Let me try. 1 second. I'll have to probably do player by player for that. Ready? Okay, so let's have a look. So, slightly more last season from Papa Sarr. Slightly more. Not massively. and slightly more from Bergvall. Slightly more. I'll give you that. Slightly more. But I would expect that because we didn't defend, did we? We were wide open in midfield. But the reason I bring all this up is this isn't a I told you so. Look, it's more so that when everyone loses their mind, oh my God, it's Bentancur. This is the reason. This is the reason. Go on, then give me a solution. Oh, well, Bergvall, but he doesn't. Oh, but he doesn't either. But. And this is what my eyes show me, and the data backs it up. We need a ball-playing midfielder, right? But the data doesn't lie. This is, again, when you're saying this is flawed, whether you think he passes forward well is different. Let's have a look at Conor Gallagher again, right? By the way, how many Atletico Madrid fans have you asked? So again, this is not true. His forward passing is good, and his success rate of forward passing is good. Right? So again, the vibe, you could do, ask Atletico Madrid fans. But this doesn't lie. Yeah? Now, whether that suits into their style of play, I don't know. That's not my job. I don't know. At the end of the day, it goes to show that the football fans want to see, you need the players to play it. This isn't rocket science. This isn't really this isn't rocket science. If you want to play that way, get those players through the door. Get those players through the door. It's really, really that simple. We're asking people to do things that they don't do on a football pitch. We're asking players to do things they don't do. And this is why I say so much of the time, people go, oh, football isn't good to watch. What do you expect? Who have you got that gets on the ball? Who have we bought that gets on the ball and dictates a game? The only one you've got overwhelmingly is James Maddison. Guess what? Bloke's injured for his season. So we didn't buy that type of player, did we? The difficulty I think I have with the modern day football fan, not everyone, a lot of them, right, is I don't think people actually go and do their homework. They say, oh, he's crap. You're like, well, okay, cool. But you've got to have the right players to play the right system. And absolutely Spurs need a Carrick. That is absolutely everything that Tottenham Hotspur need. We need a Carrick. I told you, for me, this guy would be worth a shout. I told you, this guy for me is absolutely worth a go. This for me, playing for Wolves, I would go and test Wolves' resolve, and I think this guy changes Spurs. I think this is a really, really good footballer who is underrated. He is really, really underrated because he plays for Wolves. Because he plays for Wolves. Right, so people are asking for Mainu, and they're also asking for... See again, but again, this is what you get. But you need the guy that's passing. You need the guy that's ticking the game over. We don't have it. That's what I mean. We say no to everyone that does what we need. Benji, but we can see them through the years. This is the... Benji, are you what... Benji, none of our footballers that we're buying are this type of footballer. Players can't just suddenly develop how to dictate play. You are that type of player or you're not. No, I don't think we have got the players that will become ball-playing players. I can do the wingers in a minute. So people wanted Kobe Mainu. Now, this is Kobe Mainu last year. So Kobe Mainu, I mean, I think Kobe Mainu's okay with it. I don't know if he's the guy, but decent player. Some people wanted, hang on, who was it that people wanted in here? Yeah, we've done Adam Wharton. Who else was this? I saw somebody wanted. Stiller. Let's have a look at Stiller. So Stiller is in the green. I mean, Stiller, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. That's the type of midfielder Tottenham need. Bang on, Ash. Bang on, bang on, bang on, bang on. This is absolutely the type of midfielder I would love at Tottenham. Let's now look at Stiller versus ours. Ready? This is who everyone wants in. Have a look. There's levels to this game of football. There are levels to this game of football. This is who half the fan base tell me. This is who we want in. This is the number 8 we want to see. Ready? Here's Bentancur. By the way, look how much better his forward passing is than Bergvall. But look at the difference of this guy. Look at the difference of this guy compared to ours. Look, it's not just the money ball. This is what my eyes have shown me as well. I'm not learning anything new here compared to what my eyes tell me. People want to see Stiller. Locatelli. Look at Locatelli. Look at Locatelli. Oh my gosh. Look at Locatelli. Look at Locatelli. Oh my gosh. You know ball. Sometimes you know ball. Look at Locatelli. It's insane. It is insane. Wow. Look at him. It's these. See, this is when. Do you remember? Where's my man, Danny? Danny, if you are watching, Danny and I sat there last summer and said, get Locatelli. Get Locatelli. Nah, he's not good enough for Spurs. Fuck my life. Locatelli. But Locatelli's the guy that gets the ball to the creators. He gets the ball to Simmons, to Kudus, to the left winger, to the top centre forward. He's the guy that gets that ball to them. He's the guy that dictates your midfield. He's that guy. Locatelli's the guy that sits in that 2 and just ping, ping, ping. Oh, God, I would love him. I would love him. I can't find Berg from Norway. For some reason. Oh, hang on. Can I? No, can't get the guy from Bodo. People wanted Edison, right? From Atalanta. Again, Edison, good. Again, Edison, all round as a midfielder. Good passing, good forward passing, decent key passes, very good progressive passes, good in the duel. This is what we need. We need one of these. We need one of these badly. Whatever we keep saying, Bentancur. This is the new scapegoat. Bentancur is the new scapegoat because Bentancur is actually doing more of what people are asking than the players that you want to replace him with. Let's have a look at Barella. So Barella in the blue. Again, look at this is what we need. Cam, I think the difficulty when we're talking about these aren't stats per se, as in like this is just giving you a breakdown of in general how do they play, what actions are they taking, right? People want Hulman from Sporting. I'll see if he's there. But you see, my point is, Hulman's in pink. Yeah, he's decent. He's decent. Not with the ball carrying or the key passes, but the rest of it is decent. The whole point is this. What we're asking for, we haven't got. What we're asking for in the team, we haven't got. And this is why I'm always very quick to say to people, be careful when we're blaming the wrong people. People want to see Rodri. I don't know what we're going to get from Rodri because he's hardly played. Let me see if we're going to get Rodri. Let me see what data we can get on Rodri. I mean, we can get him this season when he's only played a little bit. I can't get him in any other season. So Rodri's in the green. I can only get him for the minutes he's played this season. I mean, he's class, but it's tough, right? And this is my point. This has been my point with everything. When we just say things, right? When we just say things, it's Bentancur. If Bentancur didn't play versus Villa, we win that game. Hang on, Bentancur grabbed our goal, put out fires galore, kept the midfield ticking over. My question mark isn't these people. My question mark is going that way. Let's have a look at our wingers. Let's have a look. Let's play the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to our best winger. Why on earth? Oh, it'd probably help if I put him forward, wouldn't it? Right. There's Kudus. There's Kudus. Right? Look at it. Assists, key passes, crosses, ball carrying, dribbling. Look at him. Just class, right? Class. Which winger do you want to see? See, get Benji, have a day off. Benji, have a day. Oh, this is what we do all the time. Oh, but they're not in the Premier League. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, all of these top players can't hack it in the Premier League. 70% of the Premier League is foreign, Benji. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. I can't. We're looking at the style of player they are. That's Odeber. I don't know if they'll put Tell in there. No, he'll go in as a forward, won't he? Don't know if they'll put Johnson. Brennan Johnson. So Brennan Johnson, non-penalty goals is good. Assists, non-existent. Brennan Johnson's not got the worst stats for those types of things, to be fair. So someone said Semenyo. There you go. There's Semenyo versus Kudus this season. Sorry, Benji. I'm sorry. It just makes me laugh. Like when we do this, we look at all these top players and we belittle. Oh, but they're playing another league. But the Premier League is made up of all foreign players that came from these leagues. We're making out as though it's the English. Yeah. Yeah, Liverpool are after him, by the way. Yeah, apparently I've seen that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Johnson's got his use. I always say that Johnson's got his use, but it is what it is. Let's have a look at Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku in purple. I love Jeremy Doku. I'd pay good money to see Jeremy Doku at Tottenham Hotspur. It's mad, isn't it? Like when you actually look at what players are good at as opposed to what we think they're good at. That's what I like this site for. It reaffirms things. It reaffirms things for me. Now, look, we could do that all day. It's good fun and we have a laugh. But actually, people want and die. Okay. There's a lot of... So, and die is in the orange. And die is in the orange of Everton. Yeah, good player. And die, like him. Good winger. Good little right winger him. It's interesting. I find it all very, very interesting, right? Let's look at Lookman last year. I don't think he's had a... Yeah, oh, they're not going to give me this year. So, and Antonio Lookman. Right, hang on, that's way too many people on the screen for me to see. So this is Lookman versus Kudus. Lookman is the light blue. Look how good Lookman is. Not good enough for Spurs. Not good enough for Spurs. Oh, God, my head hurts. My head absolutely hurts sometimes with our fan base. Absolutely hurts. Absolutely hurts. Lookman. Let's have a look at Minte. People want Minte. So Minte in the kind of orangey, reddy colour. Another good player. Another good player. But you see, there's levels to this game, right? There are levels to this game, and I think it's really, really important that before people can put up a graph and go, look at Bentancur today. Sure, but they're not putting up the graphs of Bergvall, Sarr. They're not showing the same thing. It's just, let's all have a go at Bentancur. And I, for one, think that Bentancur massively needs to be upgraded. I've said that for years. I'm not a massive Bentancur fan. But when it's fair, it's fair. When it's fair, it's fair. Can't just blame one player in the midfield who I thought we actually did really well. So what's the team going to be tonight, people? What's the team going to be tonight against Monaco? Let's play that game. Here we go. I think it will be a 4-2-3-1. Let's have a look. Hang on, let's build this team together. Ready? I think it's going to be this. Not this. Don't worry. I haven't changed the team yet. I think we're going to see Vicario in goal. We're going to see Jed Spence there. We're going to see Pedro Porro here. And we're going to see Van der Ven and Danso. I think we're going to see Paulinho. I think we're going to see... I think it might be Sarr tonight. I think we're going to see Odegaard here again. I think we're going to see Richie back in the team tonight. There you go. I think that will be the 11 tonight. That's what I think the 11 will be tonight. I think it will be Vicario in goal, Porro, Danso, Van der Ven and Spence, Sarr and Paulinho, with Kudus, Simmons, Odegaard and Richie. That's what I think it will be. What do you lot think it will be? What are we going with tonight? Am I going to be a mile off? Am I going to be miles behind? I don't know. I don't know. Is he going to change the goalkeeper? I don't think he will for a Champions League game. Tonali extended his contract at Newcastle. until 2029 with the option of a further year. So basically, they've got him until 2030. What a good signing that was. That's the type of signing. That's the type of signing. Okay, James. So now let's put this in and let's talk about this. So you want to see Simmons there and Bergvall here. Okay. Now, what will happen if Thomas Frank does that, James? What will happen if Thomas Frank does that? Anyone in the chat? What will happen if he does that? Oh, why is Thomas Frank playing Simmons on the left wing? I'm just saying. We've got a lot of games coming up. I'm not saying this is necessarily what I would do, by the way, people. I'm not saying this is necessarily what I would do. I think he will go there. And then hopefully we see something from Odegaard. A goal, an assist, something. Kudus on the bench. Vicario, Porro, Danso, VDV, Spence, Bentancur, Sarr, Kudus, Bergvall, Simmons, Richarlison. When you say we'll go 2-0 up, 1-0 up and sit back, let's show you, everyone, how wrong William is. Right? Let's show you how wrong someone like William is. I'm telling you, typical fan has been told that this is what Tottenham do, but doesn't actually watch the game properly. You ready? So Tottenham scored, didn't sit back. Then Villa had a bit of the ball, didn't sit back, 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 didn't sit back. Villa a tiny bit, didn't sit back. Villa, didn't sit back. Villa, didn't sit back. So the match momentum doesn't actually support when people say these things. But the data, again, doesn't show that. This is the problem. You can say it, but the data doesn't actually show that. After we scored against them the other day, we should have scored again and again. We should have scored again and again. We went looking for that second goal. But people make up this narrative. We scored, sat back. That's not what happened. That's not what happened against Aston Villa. But if people say it enough, it must be true. If people say it enough, it must be true. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. People have access to the internet the way I have. People have access to this data. People watch the game the way I did. I saw a Spurs team that had chance after chance getting into dangerous areas against Villa. And Odegaard making the wrong decision. Tell making the wrong decision. Johnson blazing the ball over the bar. Mawani with a sky shot. Kudus scored but was offside. So we just score and sit back. This isn't true. This isn't true. I'm here. I'll bust myths all day long. And absolutely. Absolutely. And absolutely. Fans complaining Frank is too defensive, bearing in mind he's taken over a team that lost 26 games, finished 17th for a negative goal difference. It's infuriating. Absolutely. People don't want to hear it, though. Don't want to hear it. They want us. They want Frank to take these average players and turn them into an attacking force. An attacking force within 3 months. They don't think. Of course we should have. We sit back. We didn't sit back, though. We had more of the ball. We had more shots. We had the momentum. Again, you're just making things up. You can get a rebuttal, but you're not telling the truth. You're not telling the truth. Look at that graph in the first half. It shows all the momentum. We weren't sitting back. This is what people do to make themselves feel better about their opinion that's wrong. I don't like Thomas Frank. He's too defensive. We sit back when we go 1-0 up. Well, we didn't. I just proved to you that we didn't. Yeah, but we did. Well, no, we didn't. Just shown you. Just shown you the momentum. We didn't. Now, if that had been the other way around, if that had been all the white instead of the yellow, I could turn around and go, yeah, you're absolutely right. But you're not. And even when you're proved wrong, yeah, but minutes at a time. Well, who attacks for 90 minutes? No football team attacks for 90 minutes. The upshot is this. Thomas Frank needs some time to solve some of these issues. Absolutely, Jordan, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyone who didn't want Thomas Frank is now finding these narratives. They're now finding these narratives. Rather than saying, God, what a good job he's done with our defence. God, we hardly lose games. Oh, we hardly concede goals. No, we don't play good football. Sure, look at the players we've got. Look at the players we've got, and we want him to play good football. See, again, you've got idiots like this. If we lose, I'm putting them on fraud watch. What are you, 12? What? How old are you, 12? We're going away to Monaco. We're not going away. We're not going away to play Bristol City. We're going to play Monaco in the Champions League. I just don't know what we do as fans anymore. It's all got a little bit. It's all got ridiculous. Where we're sitting in the league doesn't surprise me. It's not bad. It's not great. It's sixth. Absolutely. Pep, you're on fraud watch. William, how are you being attacking with Tell and Odeberg and Richie and Johnson? Come on. Come on. Well, of course we don't have an identity. We haven't finished building the team yet. What do you want to do? You've got no number 8. You've got no number 11, no number 9. What do you want to do? How are these little things just going over everyone's head? I don't know. We want to take... Okay, William, which of the forwards do you rate at Tottenham? There's the question. William Webb, which of the forwards do you rate at Tottenham? Absolutely, Dan. Absolutely, Dan. Absolutely. People don't... Dan, 10 years later, the world's gone mad. Now. Thomas Frank, after 8 league games, give me an attacking identity with all these shit forwards. Now. It's mad. Ash, do you know the worst thing is? It's a lot of the adults as well. It's a lot of the adults as well, which is the worry. Yeah, I know, Gary, it's shit. Sack him now, right? It's mad, isn't it, mate? It's absolutely mad. Angus, I'm happy. I think with the tools this manager has got, he's doing a great job. I think he's been given blunt instruments to do this job with. Absolutely. Said this earlier in the show. All the managers people are crying for have had 9, 10 game spells where they didn't win a game, our fans would have hounded them out. Exactly. The same Monaco team that drew with Pep City, we're expected to smash them while missing, well, it's not even the missing starters. Just, we shouldn't be expected to smash these teams, anyone. Listen, is there anyone out there that doesn't think we need new attackers? Like, I genuinely, this is why I was so frustrated in the summer. I was so frustrated. William, it's all good, bro. William, it's all good. We're just batting football. This is why I was so frustrated in the summer. This is why I called it negligent. Everyone will argue with me. It was negligent. Not doing what we needed to. It's not like we spent loads. Spurs should have gone and got a top left winger and a top centre forward as a minimum. Should have. Absolutely should have. Instead, what did we do? Kolo Muani, who was unfit, hadn't played all summer, as a panic on the last day of the window on loan because his deal to Juventus fell through. That summed up Tottenham's ambitions for me. Now, in the next window, next 2 windows, no excuses. No excuses. There's too many excuses made for the club, too many excuses made for poor players. We're a Champions League football team. Let's stop praising poor footballers. Let's stop praising bad decisions in transfer windows. Let's stop it. We didn't want Grealish. Look how many fans in a window. Don't want Grealish, not good enough. All right. Don't want Conor Gallagher, not good enough. All right. Didn't want this player. Didn't want Vissa, not good enough. All right. Didn't want Semenyo, not good enough. All right. We've got to make our minds up. If we want to praise mediocrity, stop expecting better. This is where I have the problem, and I'll call anyone out for this. And anyone can come on my channel and we'll discuss this. The same people that praise the mediocrity of the players are the same people complaining that they want, what are you doing? What are you doing? The same people that praise mediocrity are the same people that demand we do better. Well, you wanted to come up. Why did you want to come up then? Why did you want to come up if you want to get back down? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted a mini cheddar. Sorry, you're going to have to watch me feed it. Nice. Thank you. Oh. And this is my point, right? All right, you finished mini cheddars, you want to get down. Okay, cool. All right, got him. You're not getting any more. You're not getting any more. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Get down. Get down. And this is what I always say to people, right? People will call me harsh. People can say what they want about me. Call me negative, call me harsh. But if you are going to praise or rate average footballers, stop then demanding that the manager plays good football and that Spurs don't lose games of football. Third's what it always. Tell Odegaard, Richie Johnson, rubbish. Why aren't we better at scoring goals? Oh, head scratcher. Head scratcher, that one. I want us to control the games in midfield. But yet we don't want to buy a Locatelli. Fans don't want to buy these types of players. Just, it is what it is, right? And I'll be here to call this out all the time. I've said it all summer. I'll say it now. Spurs are going to win some. We're going to lose some. We're going to draw some. This is going to be a tough year. for Frank to get to know the players, for the players to get to know Frank, playing every 3 or 4 days. This is going to be a tough season. But if all fans can do after the first 8 league games is go, oh, I'm bored, we don't play good enough football, how are we ever going to grow? You sack Frank, hypothetically. Frank leaves the club tomorrow, right? You brought in Iriola. What are we doing? We're giving Iriola 8 games. Go on, Iriola. Oh, Iriola, why aren't we scoring 3 or 4 goals a game? Oh, I know, Iriola. It's because you've got the same crappy forwards. Right, okay. It's not bad at Spurs right now. It's not bad. We're 6th in the league. We were 17th last year. We're 6th. We might drop a bit. We might go up a bit. Who knows? You lose to Everton, could be mid-table. You beat Everton, you could be 2nd. That's the way it is at the moment until the league filters itself out. Right? You win tonight, we're in a lovely position in the Champions League. You lose tonight, it's looking precarious. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. But these aren't easy teams. Monaco away. I'm not saying we can't beat Monaco away. I'm not saying that at all. But Man City went there, got a 2-2 draw. We're not better than Man City. Oh, we're not a better football team than Man City. Why have we got this God-given right? So which useless signing has he brought in so far, Pro Shoot? Again, these comments that are said, look at the state of our fan base. If he brings in another useless signing, what useless signing has he brought in? Who has he brought in that's useless? Who's he brought in? The man wanted Savio. The man wanted Eze. What do you mean? What useless signing? And again, this guy wasn't here. We did a whole hour on midfielders and how they pass the ball. This is what I mean. People just say stuff. They just say stuff. Pro Shoot. So Xavi Simons, right, we're writing him off. Right, everyone, we're writing him off. Xavi Simons, he's shit. He's shit. Right. We just did this. Name me one of the midfielders in our team who passes the ball forward and better than him. Tell me. Go on. Let's go. Xavi Simons has been here for about 6 games of football. Can we please not write him off after this many games? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Oh. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I had to cancel the stream last night. I said to my wife last night, I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy YouTube anymore. I don't enjoy it. Too many idiots. Too many people that if you saw them in the street wouldn't be able to cope with a conversation. Here I am. Who have I praised? See, again, another troll. Who have I praised? Which mid player did I praise? Show us. Tell me. Come on. We can do this all day long. I'll call it out. Which player did I just praise? Bentancur. Listen to what I said about Bentancur. Listen to what I said about Bentancur. Spurs, do they need to upgrade Bentancur? Yes. Is Bentancur brilliant? No. Is he shit? No. Is he decent? Yeah, he's decent. Is he the problem? No. Who praised him? See, it's words like this that go round. Praising. I've praised him. I praised Kudus. I praised Paulinho. I've praised Van der Ven this year. These are the players I'm praising. And unfortunately, I think you're right. It is time to start blocking again. I unblocked a lot of people, and I think you're seeing now the idiots, aren't you, that just lie and make things up. No contribution, no goals, nowhere near worth 60 million. Johnson 2.0. I can't deal with that level of immaturity. I mean, he's been here for about 2 months. What are we doing? William, absolutely. I'll have a pint with you. No problem. It is only football. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know it's time to start blocking again, unfortunately. It's so difficult because I want to give people a chance. But when you've got idiots, it's really difficult, isn't it? It's really difficult. Let's have a look, right? Xavi Simons, right? Let's see what Xavi Simons has had a chance to do in a Spurs shirt, shall we? Right. Xavi Simons, my life. In the Premier League, right, has started 4 games. Xavi Simons has started 4 games in the Premier League. 4. Get him out. He's shit. No goals, no assists. He has got an assist, by the way. No goals, no assists. He's shit. Get him out. 4 Premier League starts. 4. I'll leave the show there. I'm going to do some super chats, but 4 and 2 at number 10. If I'm not wrong, he started against Leeds at number 10 and Villa. Leeds and Villa. The last 2, the only 2 he started number 10 in the league, Ash. I might be wrong. No, that's true. Against West Ham, he started on the left. Against Wolves, he started on the left. Yeah. Absolutely. Sign players late. Don't give them a pre-season. And then you got fans. What's wrong, mate? What's wrong? What do you want? Yeah, come on in. Come on in. You want more? Mini chatters. Future Music Sound, my man, said impatience needs instant gratification. Absolutely. Yes, guys, I am doing the game tonight. We'll be live from 6:30. Then, after the game, the Spurs 5 will be doing a post-match show. Yes, Henry Fong, I did a predicted lineup. My predicted lineup was this. I might be wrong. It's just a prediction. Let's have a look. Why is it 90% of people can always be so relaxed and chilled and just chat football? That's my predicted lineup. Doesn't mean it is the lineup. No Christian Romero. We know. No Adogi, no Romero, no Davis, no Takai, no Dragusin, no Kulu, no Madison, no Solanke. I think it will be that. 4 games. We've given 4 games. We've outdone ourselves, Spurs fans. 4 games we gave Xavi Simons before calling him shit. Phil, I don't blame you, mate. I'm a Spurs YouTuber, and I think YouTube's got ridiculous. I think YouTube's got ridiculous. Did any of you see the stream that Kaz from Never a Foul did last week? It was spot on. He's got mad. If I go on a panel show, notice I only go on one panel show a week now, which is Football's 12th Man. I don't go on any other panel shows because they've all got ridiculous. Everyone's just, your team shit, your team shit. That player's a scrub. This player's a scrub. He's a flop. You're a flop. You're wasted. I'm cooking you. Popcorn. Blah, blah. What do you do? What do you do? Look, let's see what happens tonight. I'll be back at 6:30 p.m. The Wiz has said, our fans, honestly, it's like giving Michelangelo a box of crayons and demanding a copy of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Ridiculous expectations. I love that as a comment. Thank you for the super chat. Very generous. I love that. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Let's give Michelangelo some crayons and say, go on, paint that. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I love this fan base so much. Big up to you, the Wiz. Very much appreciated. Josh has been a channel member for 1 month. Says, baffles me how fans turn on Frank immediately, but the same ones admire Arteta and how long he's been in charge. Frank has to pick up the pieces. Bang on, Josh. I love people like you. I love you. I'll say it. Just common sense. Just some common sense. Big up to you, Joshua. Big up to the Big D inside the house as well. The Big D said 8 games in, Finning squad injuries. We need to chill. Big D, do you know the problem? I don't even see what the issue is. Some fans are making it out like we're bottom. We're 6th. It's all right. If we beat Everton, we could go 2nd. Who knows? It's crazy, isn't it? Big up to you, Big D. Lee Enigma, he said, we're going to win some and we're going to lose some. We're going to draw some. Big up to you, Lee. Of course. But unfortunately, the fans' expectation is we're just going to win every game. Just going to win and win and win and win and win. Big up to you, my man. Big up to Andy Lester. Said he's done a good job with the cards he has, Savva. Completely agree, my man. I don't know what the drama is. And that's why I'm pushing back against it. What is the drama? What is the negative? It's almost like these fans are waiting. Please don't beat Monaco. Please don't beat Monaco so we can have a dig. If we beat Monaco, you'll have fans going, it's only Monaco. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Big up to you, my man. Really appreciate that. Paul Langley, always with a super sticker. Much love, bro. Really do appreciate you. Thank you. You people like you keep me sane. Big up to Adam Gill. So it's 17th last season with injuries and rubbish players, and people think a new manager with 3 new players would change us straight away. Give him time. Absolutely. Absolutely, Adam. It's that simple, isn't it? It really is that simple. Thank you. Really appreciate I appreciate have you noticed the people that put in super chats are always very sensible. The people that don't, the people that say stupid things don't do the super chats. Have you noticed? Jordan, very generous, my man, said when Bentancur plays, our fans say it should have been Bergvall or Sarr playing. And when Sarr or Bergvall play, our fans say Bentancur should have played. We don't have a midfielder who controls a game like Dembele did for us. It is that simple. Jordan, it is this simple. Yes. Whoever he plays, if he starts Odegaard, why did he start Odegaard? If he starts Johnson, why does he start Johnson? If he starts Tell? Why Richie? Why this? Why that? Why Bergvall? Why Sarr? This is the squad he's been given. Big up to you, my man. Much love, guys and girls. I would say I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did enjoy most of it. Love having football chat with most of you. Some people are just hard work, unfortunately. I don't know how these people have got on in life. I'm going to send you over to Never a Foul. When you get there, please just say Savva Raid. Enjoy the show. Just say Savva Raid or FHTV Raid. Much love. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.